Yeah, Smosh Music, and this is.
What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_ Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. Welcome back, man. I've been out here just trying to keep them nervous, man. I got so many things on my plate that I just been like trying to stay sane. And it's so cold in the D. Do you see this weather? You can't really see it, man, but you were here whipping like you could hear the wind whipping through my little crack in my window, so I'm still ghetto and I ain't got it fixed, right? But check this out, man. My first little experience in level 1. You know, we had just had this bad blizzard at Cone level 1, 26 Mile Road in New Haven, Michigan, which is right outside the city, about 30 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Like the traditional cutoff point for Detroit going into the suburbs from south to north is 8 Mile Road, which is why Eminem's infamous movie 8 Mile Road was synonymous to the culture of Detroit and all that good stuff, and also putting out to the world what 8 Mile meant to us. So boom, I'm there. It's a lot of dudes that look familiar, right? I don't know many of them. I know a couple of dudes from level 2. Not many though, so I'm really trying to feel my way through these 100 and something dudes in this small ass unit. I'm not used to a unit this small. I'm used to level 2 yard where it's wilder, it's wide open, it's 1,000, 2,000 dudes running around all the time. You get here, it's 100 and something dudes, and it remind me of a convalescent home almost, right? However, I ain't understand how live this spot could get, but oh man, it's crazy up here, this weather. But I didn't understand how live you can get into. I started getting into the thick of things. Now, my introduction into the thick of things was, how I got to know that I could get into the thick of things, I should say, was alerted to me during my first visit from my OG, my mom's. So the OG pull up unannounced, because that's what she do, you know what I mean? That's my mom. Like, she'd be bored at the crib and just want to get some sound advice from somebody who ain't out here caught up in the rat race and distracted by life, and it come swoop down on me, boom. So I'm already trying to plot on how I could turn this place into some type of little small gold mine, being that it's a small community and everybody in each other's face. It's kind of like setting up shop to do something illegal in a small town, right? Everybody know each other, everybody been, you know, second, third generation cousins, whatever else. This is how this is feeling, this level 1 situation, right? Already, and I ain't been there but a few days. But I'm seeing how it's going. I'm noticing who got a store, who don't got a store. I'm seeing who got the tree, who don't got the tree, who cooking juice. I'm on all that because I'm like, if I could tap into that environment right there, I know I can get my hands wet, and I know it's only a matter of time before I take over a certain section of my own, you know. So that's how I do, you know, and that's just how. And it wasn't like a bully thing, and it's not like a tough guy thing. It's just that if anybody know anything about Detroiters, we embrace everybody who's solid. Detroit is really a melting pot. So we also some of them individuals who don't mind going out nowhere in the world and putting our hands down, right? Let me cut this heat on. I'm trying to keep the heat off so y'all don't hear it, but it's cold. So bear with me. So boom, I'm trying to figure out, you know, like I said, being a Detroiter, we don't mind going nowhere in the world and doing business and setting up shop. So my thing is, at the time, I'm trying to figure out where I can put my hand down so I can eventually put my plate down so that I can eventually expand and have something to eat on for me and whoever I eventually do business with. And of course, my brother man, you know, even like the brother man I met, my Milani brothers that I was introduced to on that yard, most of them I didn't know prior. I met them there. So, and that was the main thing. I was always coming in, like I say, my first experience, or like watch my video on how at 22 years old I achieved ranked on the prison yard. You'll understand what I'm saying. I got a position early in the financial department of the organization. I was head of ways and means, and on certain locations, I was good at bringing the money in and finding loopholes where we can say, okay, ain't nobody selling coffee for this, boom. Ain't nobody doing this, boom. So that was my thing. Let me find a way I can get some money off this yard. Nah, mom's come up on a visit, and I'm immediately noticing how remedial they shakedown process is, the way they let the people in. And I'm even like, man, it's the first time I'm in it's like what they call an unsecure level 1, meaning that you got dudes that leave every day and go out into the real world and work 8 hours a day, right? And it's not secured by a tall fence with the concertina wire around it. The only thing it had was the regular security gate that you can ride up in with the van, and then it would unlock the one gate and let you in, but it was really unsecure. But I understood why. You got dudes going home, so who's really about to risk doing some BS, trying to escape and all that other mess when you got that short amount of time left, you know? So, boom, I'm noticing it though. I'm like, man, it's wide open. Like, we could really make some stuff happen up here. And, you know, my mama a G, man. My mother a gangster. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Shout out to my mama. And recently, you know, my mother went through a health scare, man. Moms went through a health scare. The family went through a scare. You know, our matriarch was down, but my mama fought through it, man, through the grace of God. You know, God is good, Allahu Akbar, because God really, and then just really just tap into all my prayer warriors. You know what I'm saying? Reciting dua after dua over my mother, and really tapping into my deen. I see my mama come up out of that, man. You know, alhamdulillah. So, but she been cut. My mama been cut. So, you know, the fact that God put his hands on her already tough stature, it was like a blessing. And at that time, my moms was still, you know, my daddy was still heavy in the game. My moms was still dibbling, dabbling, doing her thing. So as far as just like being a grower and a supplier, you know, on that level, which now she legally can do that stuff. She legally can grow and do that thing. But back then it was real, like, you know, it was touch and go. But I got dudes out here in the streets who was doing their thing also. So I'm putting a bug in her ear. I'm saying all that to say this. I'm putting a bug in mom's ear, like, I'm trying to bait her, you know, I ain't trying to bait her in. I can't say that, but I'm trying to warm her up to the idea of, let me go ahead and put my hand down without you being scared that I'm in level 1, about to go home, and I'm getting close to my date, and then you thinking I'm a Jack Wreck. You know what Jack Wreck means. I'm gonna mess up everything and end up getting more time. I know that's how she thinks. She's a Capricorn just like me. Our birthdays is coming up, goat season. Shout out to all my Capricorns. You heard me? This is our season. I listen, I'm gonna tell you, I believe, and this is just me being biased, Capricorns are arguably the greatest zodiac sign in the world. And I just say that because we end and begin the year for one, and we just great individuals overall. We very lovable and inspiring people and all that good stuff. You know, most of us, you know, handsome like me, you did. So boom, I'm trying to put this bug in mom's ear to, like, you know, warm up, like, look, man, you know, it's kind of wide open. They don't be doing this. They don't check that. She was like, well, don't worry about it because you ain't doing that anyway. I'm like, oh my God, this lady. So she gonna be difficult. She a hard egg to crack. So I'm just like, little by little, you know, as visits go on, right? And that was the first one. But it opened my eyes to, like, this wide open. Put the bug in mom's ear. And little by little, she started understanding what I was saying. They didn't even see that I had this on me. They didn't even see this. Brought some sunglasses in by mistake, right? They forgot to take them off of her. She leave them bad boys with me. You feel me? I had some Cartier sunglasses, and I got some. Hopefully I can find these pictures. I got some. You know how it is. I don't gotta show y'all. I ain't got to prove, but I had some Cartiers, some Ye sunglasses in level 1 that she left up there. Like, I got a couple pair of these, but that's how the bag was going back there. I ain't bragging. I'm not bragging, but it was really on and popping at the crib, so I didn't have to worry about nothing. But I just was bored, and I wanted to put my hands and stuff. And I'm putting my, you know, she left. She started seeing that, you know, bringing me gum and little stuff. So I'm like, yes. So eventually, me and moms put a play down. We put a nice play down. You know, shout out to moms and you know, all the statute of limitations and all that ran out. But I'm gonna tell y'all in this up and coming story how me and my mama put together a nice play that was taking care of a lot of people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about a lot of people, even back in level 2, you know? And I even got my man, you know, and I'll tell y'all, my brother Marcellus Cornwell. Watch the video about Marcellus Cornwell and about the vending machine empire they say he was running, you know? So it's my brother though, my business partner to this day. We don't have no illegal dealings, you know, with each other. So everything that me and this brother do is on the up and up. You understand what I'm saying? The properties that we own together on the up and up. So, you know, but he'll let you. I want to pull him in on this story so he'll better explain you how that flow was going when me and Moms put that plate on and we took care of all them people, man. You know, a lot of money was coming through that bad boy. A lot of sex was happening in the visiting room. It was a wild time for Macomb level 1, any level 1, any prison. But I was about that bread as I am now. Oh, I see the spot is open. Anyway, man, listen, man. I love the fact that y'all keep tapping in. Y'all patient with me, like I say all the time. I don't want to be a broken record, but I will keep on reminding y'all that I got a lot going on in the area of merch and everything else that I'm developing and I've invested this money into. I'm about to actually pull up now. I see the truck, the dumpster down there. I'm about to pull up now to the property because the dude they want to do something with the windows. Some of the windows them flew open or whatever. So I'm tuning with y'all next time, man. I love y'all, man. OG Kenny at O_G_Kenny. Time for the Streets TV. Keep them nervous, right? Keep the change. This is God's promise. Legal dope supplies, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. It's cold in the D. I don't know where y'all from. Get in the comment section. Let me know where y'all from. You understand what I'm saying? And what the weather like down here. We got 55 miles an hour wind down here, and it's about like 13 degrees. You understand what I'm saying? But, man, I'm out. Until next time, peace and love. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be safe. One.